We are here at the beautiful furniture factory in Huntsville once again. I'm sitting here with, I almost called you Primetime. I'm sorry, you're going to hit me already.
No, man. Kung Fu.
This is Kung Fu Janela. We're drinking Crown and Coke.
Crown and Coke, man.
Because that's what he chose. That's what we're doing.
Good stuff.
I almost screwed that up already. Jesus Christ. Real quick, how long ago did we meet originally at Pro South? Like, Jesus. It's going to be a good match later.
Yep. Oh, boy. I met you right at the beginning of my career, man.
And that was, that'll segue straight into it.
Almost 8 years ago.
8 years ago, we'll say in 90 seconds. Tell me from start to now.
Started off working at Piedmont, Alabama. I trained with someone named Ace Haven. You haven't heard of him, that's fair. No one else has either. I came through, man. I busted my ass. I worked around a lot. Years later, I started off as only Primetime, and had a hard time breaking out. Ended up finding out that I'm related to AEW superstar Joey Janela, and now I'm just tearing it the fuck up, man. I'm everywhere. Everywhere I want to be, man. Former New South Heavyweight Champion, future New South Heavyweight Champion. We just here fucking chilling, dude.
Do you wish you would have waited? You've got the Primetime tattoo. Do you wish you would have waited so you could get AEW superstar Joey Janela's cousin across your back instead?
Hey, I was 18 years old and my brother had me liquored up and he goes, hey, he does tattoos and he's really good at them. He's like, hey man, we got to get you a tattoo. I'm like, yeah, brother. Well, my fight name, I used to do mixed martial arts, and my cage in-ring name was Primetime. It was Donnie Primetime Popham, right? And I was like, dude, it'd be really badass if I put Primetime on my shoulders and Batman Forever font. I'll never regret this decision. And then we start to wind down my wrestling training, and Ace is like, hey, you're debuting this Friday, what are we gonna call you? I'm like, well, fuck, man, there's only one thing you can call me. It's spelled out on my back, And so it's Donnie Primetime. But yeah, I fucking tell everyone coming in, don't get a tattoo that says a name on it, man, or a picture, because you're gonna fucking regret it.
That's why we shouldn't let 18-year-olds get tattoos.
Exactly, dude. We're dumb as shit.
I mean, to be fair, I got a whole lot of dumb shit tattooed before I was 30.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, maybe we just shouldn't let people get tattoos.
Well, I mean, your tattoos kind of run together, so they look like just sleeves and look cool. You're like, oh, man, I really don't know what that is. It could be like you got it real close and study. I have this big glaring fucking Primetime on my back. And people that know me go, oh, that's cool. He used to be Donnie Primetime. But when I go to somebody that has no idea who I am, they go, what the fuck's that mean?
Yeah.
Now, that's why I let the hair down. Like, there's so many people that don't even know I have that tattoo, because when I wrestle, I put my hair down and it covers it up.
I forget I have my back tattooed. Somebody goes, what's on your back? I'm like, oh, don't make me talk about that.
Jesus.
You remember the movie Clueless?
Yes.
Remember, man, I really hope that's the movie this is from, where they're talking about how somebody's a Monet. It's like from a distance they look really good, but you get up close and you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel most of my tattoos are.
Oh, Lord.
So, that's why I try to stay in motion. Harder to catch on.
The second tattoo I have has a pretty damn funny story too. My brother was, I wanted this on my side, I wanted it on my shoulder, right? And my brother, being an asshole, he's like, nah, man, that's a side piece. And I was like, man, I really don't think I can take it on the side, because to be real, I'm like, I have a really high pain tolerance, but like,
that's a different kind of pain.
I don't like pain. I'm not one of those who really gets a hard on from getting needles put in me. So it's like, man, I don't know. He's like, well, let me try dry line. If you can't take it, oh well. I said, all right, yeah, it works for me, because I trust my brother, he's my brother, love him to death. He drives this fucking line, I'm like, yeah, that's too much, I can't take it. I'm not going to be able to sit through a whole fucking thing of that. He goes, well, we're going to do this giant line on you. I said, no, dude. I looked in the mirror out for a second, I was contemplating, I was like, I can cover that up. I was like, I can just put a shirt on, no one will see it.
Just keep your ribs taped 24/7.
Yeah, dude, just dumb fucking pages. But, yeah, I was a damn fool.
Yeah.
That motherfucker got me twice.
What was it George Bush said? Fool me once, shame on you. You can't fool me again.
Yeah, dude. Until you do. Until the next time.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. There are 3 sections to this. I kind of gave you a heads up on it. But I'm going to change the order on you. Yeah. Call me Roddy Piper, man. You think you know it. I'm changing it. Yeah. Bury somebody for me.
I'm going to bury the entire Southern wrestling scene.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were going to have fun with this.
Dude, so Southern professional wrestling, and when it's done correctly, is the best pro wrestling on the face of the earth, in my opinion. I've seen it here. Not trying to suck New South dick because they employ me, but I've seen like storytelling mixed in with the high spots of the up north, mixed with the southern style. That's a southern style that you don't see many other places. Like I feel like we have the best wrestling around because we cater to everybody. Like it's fun. It's acrobatic. It's like it's a contest and they're story driven. But when you look at the southeastern scene, you just see a bunch of just ridiculous people not wanting to work with each other, not wanting to do anything, being petty, holding people back, and just in general, just being little petty bitches. And it just bugs me. It bugs me so much because I see up north, I see how these companies working together, and I see that these kids that work up there that aren't as good as some of our guys by a lot. Like I see them getting opportunities just based off the fact that they network better and the fact that
not nearly as much drama.
Yeah, there's no bullshit up there. I mean, there may be on the outside looking in. I don't see it though, but down here I know there is. You know, 'cause I'm involved in tons of it, not by choice, but yeah, dude. The southern indie scene, dude. The reason it's not as big as it is, it's all the fucking infighting and all the bullshit, and it starts off with people just taking their shit and being petty because they think their pro wrestling is the best pro wrestling, and then when someone comes along and goes, hey, I do pro wrestling better or something, and it's like, brother, it's a catchphrase, it's a tagline, like, who gives a shit? Is your show drawing? Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. Then who gives a fuck what someone else's promotion's tagline is? You know, it just gets to me, man. Also, fuck I say it. And should be. I can't win, but I tried.
Oh, that was supposed to be a wink? Wow, you really can't wink, can you?
Nope.
There you go. Just broke the news story.
Damn.
Janela can't wink for shit.
Don't tag me in that shit.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, shit, I fucked myself up because I put everything out of order now. So,
put someone over.
Put someone over. There we go.
I'll put over my young kids, the kids I see coming through. I know like he could be a little asshole, but Daniel Perez is literally one of my favorite opponents I've ever worked with. That kid is so fucking good, and he's just looking for a moment to break out. I think Sean Christopher is another one. That's my little brother. Like 8 years they're going to be. I've watched this kid grow up to be like one of the best professional wrestlers.
Now he's literally your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like blood. Like my mom and his mom are the same human being. You know, like I've seen that kid come up from a fat little fucking ring announcer from Pro South, and now like when it comes to being in the ring, man, it's like there's not many motherfuckers, including myself, that on his best day can touch that dude. You know, I'm a great professional wrestler, but Sean's got the potential to be the fucking man.
If he keeps his head in the game.
Yeah. Sean's his own biggest fucking opponent though. Like if he ever clears that out, the sky's the limit for him. You have his kid Braden Toon, who is just the funnest fucking guy to be around. He's such a sweet fucking kid. You got Sean Campbell, who is the most intense fucking little bastard you'll ever meet in your life. Everything's real to that little son.
He's such an old soul. Like he's like 14 years old, but his soul is like 45.
Dude.
He's so grouchy. He's Clint Eastwood on the inside.
Dude, you know when you hear, oh damn.
It's either him or Derek Neal.
Dude, yeah. I put over Derek Neal too. Like I know you and him are going into something, so I'll speak my piece on this. Is I think Derek Neal is the best professional wrestler on the independents today, and that could shake any of y'all's feathers if you wanted to. Here's my thing though with that is I've worked Derek Neal numerous times. I've seen Derek Neal work everybody from the guy that opens the fucking show to main event guys, and it never fucking fails. Every time it's always, man, why don't you have a job? You know, that's not Derek's fault. That's on other companies. Because that guy literally could fucking work a broom handle and put on a 30-minute fucking banger. Derek Neal is the fucking man. Cabana Man Dan's really fucking good too. I think the thing that holds him back is I think sometimes he's too giving, too nice. Sometimes he doesn't want to play hardball. But
he's getting better.
Yeah, if he ever learns to take his head out of his ass and just start looking out for him, he's gonna blow the fuck up. Who's any other young kids I'm missing out? Hunter Drake's fucking amazing. The Tyler Knights are my favorite tag team of all time. Tyler Franks and Hunter Drake, both fucking sky's limit for those kids.
I like Tyler.
Who else? I think that's about it. That's all my young kids, man. Fucking love those dudes.
Cool. Well, I know that you've been doing a lot of work with the training and the trainees and the going-ons behind the scenes, and I think it's cool. And again, not just putting this over because I also get a paycheck here, but I've had a lot of fun being here, and after you and I both left Pro South, we drifted. Didn't really stay in touch. So getting to get back in touch with you, and when Brett was back, so that's been cool.
I remember the conversation that Dump had with me about bringing you in. And he goes, "Hey man," yes man. He goes, "Hey man, I've been watching some the SVW."
It was SLW, and then VCW, and now Spartan.
It was SLW, and he goes, "What do you think about Steven Michaels?" And I was like, "Bro, I've worked Steven like 5 times at Pro South. I like him a lot. He's a good dude." He goes, "Yeah, he's the only good wrestler over there." He's like, "What do you think?" They would bring him over here. I was like, "Of course." I said, "We found a fucking space for him." Sure fucking enough, here we are, 2021, and Steven Michaels is top of the fucking card because he's just really fucking good at wrestling.
Now you can't get rid of me. I know this is your interview, but I'm gonna tell a quick story. I actually made my debut 20 years ago yesterday.
Nice.
20 fucking years. That's where all this gray's from. With. Oh, thank you.
When do you want to film that?
Whenever we're done here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go grab him and sit down.
Yeah.
When I'm done, I'm pretty sure you'll film it. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Don't cut this.
I'm not gonna cut that. It's all one take, baby. But I made my debut with Dump and with Chris McInnes on the same night at the same.
Shit.
Broke down rickety ass ring. We paid to get in the building. We sat in the crowd. We wrestled our matches during intermission. Yeah.
Wrestling is so fucking wild, man.
Yeah, 157 was on Highway 157 for Mickey Henry.
I pass that every time I go home from fucking art sales.
Yeah, you know where the warehouse discount grocery is?
Yeah.
That building right to the left of it,
Uh-huh.
that's where wrestling was.
That's wild.
And the ring was an old boxing ring. And they broke the fucking middle of it, and they fixed it by putting a table like this, sliding it under. Nobody fucking told me that until I came off the top rope.
Man, you used to do weird shit too. You were like a high flyer at one point, wasn't you?
Yeah. Regret that shit now.
Bro, I remember seeing this dude at Pro South pick up this dude named Dakota Outlaw who was like 400 pounds.
350.
Nah, that's what he told you. That guy's belly hung over his shin bone.
He felt like 400. No, Poddick was the bigger of the two.
Who?
Or no, Poddick was 350. Dakota Outlaw was that big. Yeah, that's right.
And he put him on his shoulder, him with a GTS, and I was in the audience because Ace made us sit in the audience when we were training. And I was like, holy shit, what a strong dude. I later on tried to pick Dakota Outlaw off my shoulders, and before I even had him up, he just bailed. He just jumped off. I was like, you piece of shit. I could have looked strong for 1 minute. But imagine how many times that dude's ever been picked up off his fucking feet. He was like, nah, fam, I can't do that.
I remember not looking forward to that match at all, but it was actually fun from what I remember.
I don't think I've had a bad match with those dudes.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're like shindy workers or whatnot.
Yeah, they can't do
sometimes
anything, but you have fun out there, and the crowd gets into it. So
they do basic shit. They run the heat.
Yeah.
You know, they do this, I do this.
Yeah,
we have a wrestling match.
There's some refies in my hair.
Oh god, the tights, brother. It's like working Luth X.
I was about to say, is that Luth over there?
Oh no.
All right, so we'll end it. I've convinced Donnie Primetime. I'm sorry, Donnie Janella.
It's tattooed on my back.
It's
I'll take it.
it's the tattoo. It throws me off. To tell a story he's never told.
Well, I told it one time in Two Fly's living room, and it brought the fucking house down. And then the young kids have asked me to tell this story numerous times, and I won't tell it because it's just I have to be incredibly intoxicated to make it. I think funny, but apparently they think it's fucking great. So I'll tell it here. One time, coming home from buying a case of beer, I get pulled over by a cop. It's me and a bunch of my friends, and I'm the only one that was 21. So they check me, and they go my ID, and they go, hey man, you have a warrant for your arrest. I'm like, oh fuck, are you kidding me? They're like, yeah, you didn't show up for court like when you were 17 for a fucking traffic ticket. I was like, oh shit, I was over 21 at this point, so that just slipped my mind completely. I've been driving on a suspended license this whole time. Never been pulled over, safe driver. So they hauled my ass off to jail. And this isn't Donnie, who's, 185 of muscle. I'm a fucking beanpole. But I was fucking training martial arts all the time, so I was a little badass. So I get in this solitary room, and I'm just sitting there sweating because they brought me in on a Friday, And if you know anything about how courts work, if you come in for a traffic ticket, you can't get out till you see a judge. The judge, you have to pay him, or you have to see a judge. Well, the judge ain't coming in until Monday. So I'm sitting there this Friday night, like, goddamn. Saturday, I sit in there. Sunday, they go, hey, man, we're going to move to population. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I'm not meant for population, man. It's just normal Cleveland County prison or jail. So it's not like serious prison, but, like, me at 21, I had no idea what the fucking difference was. So I'm in there, and I go to my cell, and there's this dude. And
Go eat your cornbread.
Dude, no, he's talking to me. He's like, hey, man, it's cool. You'll be out, yada, yada, yada. And he's kind of chilling me out. And I'm like, man, I've just got all this energy. I'm going to work out. So I was doing some push-ups, dude. I was doing, like, little boxing drills I was thinking of. So I'm in a shadow boxing in a fucking cage in this fucking jail cell, right? Well, some guy sees it. A little video, dude. Like, he's not really, not a threat, but, like, I come out. And, like, they were playing, I think, Oprah on the TV. And they were like, everyone's just around just chilling. He's like, hey, what the fuck were you doing in your cell? I'm like, what? And I was like, no, man, no, not this, dude. Like, I can't. I've only been in population for like an hour at this point.
You've seen Oz, you know how this goes.
Dude, I'm like, dude, this guy's gonna try to fuck me, or he's gonna try to fight me, and I don't want to do either, if you're being real, because, like, I don't want to get shanked. And I'm like, well, I was just in there working out. He goes, yo, you're throwing fists, like, you know what the fuck you're doing. I was like, man, just in there trying to blow off some energy. I'm just really weird. And he's like, man, what the fuck you think you're doing that here? And he pushes me. When he pushes me, I'm like, all right, man, I have one or two options here. I just go back to my cell, and then I'm a bitch. Or I shoved this little Beetlejuice looking motherfucker over, and I shoved him probably as hard as I ever shoved anyone. All 160 pounds of me. He eats this little bastard across the room. He flips over a table, comes up, starts throwing up gang signs, telling me he's gonna kill me. Fucking police officer, or the guy that's at the jail, just hee-haws his ass like in 3 steps with a taser. Fucking pops this motherfucker, right? And then I just jump on the ground and start crying. I'm like, dude, don't fucking tase me, bro. Don't fucking tase me, man. Just chill. And he's like, get the fuck up. We're taking you back to solitary. He's like, you're on a fucking traffic ticket, dude. What are you doing? He's like, you're gonna be in this bitch for fucking months if you keep on. I was like, I just didn't want to be a bitch. And he's laughing the whole way up there, taking my ass back to solitary. And apparently it's some kind of, like, I'm just in there just bawling and weeping. And I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, kind of a hard ass now.
At least don't look like a bitch.
Yeah. Even though, like, we're talking up there, and this dude is as like, he got tased, but just like a true heel, he just keeps talking shit. Like, he's like half my size, and I'm not a big guy, and I'm walking back I'm getting, like, when he's just yelling, he's like, when I see you, it's on sight, fam. I got Crips out there trying to kill you. And he kept doing this gang shit at me, like, you know, I'm like, oh, dude. And I'm like, well, there's a hit put on me now. And the guy goes, that guy's in here for child support. What the fuck, man? He's like, that guy's not going to do shit to you. He's like, he's in here because he won't pay his fucking child support. And I was like, oh, thank God. So that's my jail story, bro. There's probably a video somewhere in Cleveland County fucking of me just bawling after thinking I was about to get tased. It's the most crazy shit.
Just picturing you with snot bubbles coming out like, I'm so sorry.
Officer, I didn't mean to. So I guess, like, regardless, if I'd have stayed in population, I probably would have been someone like, look at that crying little bitch over there.
Did you have the hair at the time?
No, it was short.
Okay.
But
I said if you would have had the hair, you would have been somebody's pocket holder.
I don't know, man. Like, I was fucking training with killers all the time, but I was also like 160 pounds of like smooth fucking, like, yeah.
This thing, you were 21, you thought you were going to be a badass, but
hey,
if somebody was a career criminal.
Brother, we just have to fight, dude. I would have cried the whole time. I'd have fucking cried. Then the guy came over with a taser, he hit me, I'd have shit myself. It'd have been over with. Like, tasers scare the fuck. Tasers and guns, bro.
Dude,
you want to fight against me? You just pull one of those. I'm like, all right, you got this one, fam.
I am so anti being shocked. Like, you know the little joy buzzers? My kid had one of those, and he was chasing me around Books A Million, and I was about to cry. I was like, dude, stop. I'm serious.
Bro,
Getting shocked is not, like, you know, you test a 9-volt battery, sticking to your no. I would rather be punched in the face by Mike Tyson than stick a battery.
One time we were, me, Perez, and Two Fly were going to this fucking Indiana booking, and it's this Amish hotel, literally. It's just like this bed. They don't even have a TV. It's just weird, but it was cheap.
You could say barn.
I mean, may as well fucking been. And I'm like, Perez is like, man, my back's really hurting. I was like, all right, man, I got these things to help your back quit hurting. He goes, what is it? I have a TINS unit.
Oh.
He had no idea what a TINS
No, I
unit
love
was.
TINS unit.
I
That's
was
different.
like, man, they'll make your back just like icy hot. He goes, okay. I put him on his back, and I was like, all right, you can make it feel just a little bit. I turned that bitch to 10,
Cranked it.
and he goes, bah, Donnie, I'll fucking kill you. Take this off me. And like, so I turned it down. He goes, oh, that doesn't feel. I turn it back and be like, yeah, motherfucker.
You know, I've had neck problems forever. And so when I was in Munford, I would use a TINS unit on my traps before I go out. And I wasn't paying attention to the card or anything. I'm just sitting there, I got my TINS unit on, I'm just chilling. And I heard my music hit. And I was like, oh shit. And so I went to go turn it off. But in my panic, instead of turning it to 0, I turned it to 10 on both dials. So I do this, and the machine hits the ground, and I can't get down to it. So, like, I can't, like, my eyes are closing because every muscle is contracting. And so I'm trying to kick it to unplug them.
Dude.
Everybody's laughing too hard to help me. It sucked.
I do TINS units so cool, dude. But mine are always on my hips. And of course, you have to drop trowel to get them on your hips. And the old lady will look at it, and it's like, she puts them on there, and I'm like, I'm trying to get us all turned into like 8. And looks like you're twerking over. I was like, don't look at me. Put a cover over me, you fucking filthy animal.
Yeah.
It's been fun, Steven.
The life of a wrestler. This has been fun. I'm glad. Yeah, we even went over. It's okay. We won't go over out there.
Yeah, nothing I do better than going over time.
That's how you get the main event, kid. All right, man. Appreciate you sitting here with me.
Man. Thank you for having me.
Bye.